So we have Thiago Valdi here, who is a visiting artist for us in Roanoke. And he's doing a piece here in Roanoke City. He's going to do a few pieces to share with the community. And as a Roanoke artist, this is fantastic.
It's a collaborative pilot project that's pairing local and international artists to get more art directly into our neighborhoods.
We had a big open space that needed to be filled. And Thiago is world class, really. I mean, just watching him work and his techniques, I'm very impressed with his work.
I started just painting my own city, the streets of Roanoke, but things after almost 20 years of trying to improve my art, it became more popular around the world because my technique is very realistic and with vibrant colors. So people around the city start to ask me to do in their own places. So I started traveling around the world with the same goal, that's share art for everyone.
So Roanoke Valley Sister Cities about 5 years ago reached out to other institutions in the area that have art galleries and museums for them to choose a city to think about creating an artist in residence.
And connect not only as people to people, but also cultures and traditions.
So Florianopolis was the one that we chose.
Florianopolis is a city of over 500,000 people, located on the southern coast of Brazil. What inspires a mural artist to travel nearly 5,000 miles to Roanoke, Virginia?
They are very similar in any aspect. It's very nice. People are very friendly. So people here always love art and to share experiences. So I think the city is very beautiful actually. Very the weather is nice, very similar weather than ours.
I mean, I don't think, where you're from really matters so much as the language, the interest, the excitement that public art can bring. And Thiago and I share a lot of similar philosophies in terms of what positive impact art can make to a community, especially with public artwork.
His passion for it was very infectious, and Jonathan's the same way. So it's kind of like two brothers kind of meeting who have never met before.
We are going to paint together. That's very common in muralists around the world. So John's an amazing artist. He has a great technique and his energy is very good. So we are going to combine two pieces to create something that's special for the community around the Roanoke.
Well, I hope he might learn something from me. I don't know. But I know I'll learn quite a bit from Thiago. He works with different caps than I do. He has a very different style than I do.
It's a blending of techniques.
So there's a lot of energy to his work, which I'm excited to kind of witness and see and maybe even put into some of my own style as well in the future. You never know.
I use two kinds of techniques. There's very precise one, very rational technique of realistic, but also use a lot of expression that I learned from Brazil, the way that we do things, so very loose, very free. So when you mix those antagonic things, the art becomes more powerful.
So over the past week, Thiago and I are collaborating on a wall, and we've put together something I think that the community is really going to enjoy. It's special to both of us. It expresses some of each of our styles, and we're representing somebody from the community. So I would encourage anybody to check it out to see something new and different and exciting in terms of public art.
What's next for this cross-cultural art program?
It was great that the Roanoke is starting to support urban artists, mural artists, people who are doing work that was generally in the past illegal. So we're just really excited about it because it'll be here for a long time and anyone can see it. You don't have to wait for someone to open a gallery. It's, anyone is going to be able to have access to it.
So my collaboration with Thiago is essentially a pilot for our artist in residency as well. We've done a piece of artwork in the neighborhoods, and as an artist in residence, that's what we're going to be doing a lot this year, is bring artwork into neighborhoods. I'm finding local artists, people that have energy, live in those areas, to complete pieces of artwork around their own neighborhoods. And it's a very exciting project, and I think Thiago was very excited as well and embraced that and the joy that we can bring as we bring art into our communities.
Two inspiring artists with an amazing reputation. One homegrown, the other from Brazil. The future looks bright for neighborhood art, right here in Roanoke.
It's incredibly exciting. I was in education for 10 years here in Roanoke City, taught a lot of the students that still live here that are interested in arts and coming up into the arts community. And I was born and raised in Roanoke, so to see Roanoke embrace public artwork and the excitement around that and the positivity that it's generating is great.
It's visual, so it's universal regardless of language.
These connecting of artists is very important.
it makes life much nicer.
Well, Thiago was joking with me that I need to come to Brazil next, and who knows, maybe that's something that we do in the future. But right now we're just so excited that he got to be a part of our city and what we're doing here in Roanoke.